Sports from the #1 news station in the Delta.
Welcome back. I'm Mike Sands with your sports report. The New Orleans Saints not playing for a shot at the playoffs today, but with 402 yards passing, Drew Brees could break Dan Marino's record for most yards passing in a season. The Saints would trail by 20 heading into the final quarter before Brees hits Robert Meacham for the 7-yard score. The comeback is underway. Later in the fourth quarter, the Saints threatening again, Brees to Lance Moore, who shakes a tackle and makes his way into the end zone. The Saints down just 30-24 with 5 minutes to go, and they'd get their chance to complete the comeback. The defense holds Brees and company back on the field, and Brees hits Moore again. The Saints take a 1-point lead with just over 3 minutes to go. Brees up to 386 yards passing. The Saints D, though, unable to hold the lead. Panthers kicker John Casey hits this 42-yarder to put Carolina back on top, but there's 1 second left. Drew Brees is going to get a chance at the record. He throws it downfield, but former East Side star Ken Lucas is there on the coverage for Carolina as the Panthers lock up the NFC North, winning 33-31. Brees finishes 16 yards shy of setting the new single-season record.
And honestly, I really wasn't thinking about it. I guess as the game, once the game ended and we walked in here and somebody asked me how close I was, and I said, hi, I have no idea. And I started thinking back and said, I wonder if, had we completed that last one, if that would have made a difference. But I guess, like I said before, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Second and goal.
Brees is just the second player in NFL history to pass for over 5,000 yards in a season. The Saints finish with a record of 8-8. To the Meadowlands we go for what could be the final game in Brett Favre's career. His Jets eliminated from playoff contention early today, but they could play spoilers against the Dolphins. New York on top of this one, 6-0 late in the second quarter. But former Jet Chad Pennington looking for Ted Ginn in the end zone. Remember him from Ohio State. Can't blame you if you don't. Dolphins take a 7-6 lead. Ensuing possession, Favre looking to set up the screen, but instead finds Dolphins defensive end Philip Merling, who takes it back for 6. The Dolphins lead at 14-6. Favre, not known for his form tackling, A for effort, though, I suppose. Second half now, the Jets going to reclaim the lead. Leon Washington, the 10-yard touchdown run. Favre hits Jericho Cotchery for the 2-point conversion. New York takes a 17-14 lead, but that lead would not last long. Pennington, great throw to Anthony Fasano for the 20-yard touchdown. Miami back on top. So Favre looking to lead another fourth quarter comeback, but here he's intercepted again. He threw 3 picks on the day, adding to his league-leading total. Miami locks up the AFC South with the 24-17 win. AFC East, rather. Now comes the weeks and months of will he or won't he retirement questions. More from the NFL, where I'm sure many of you this afternoon watched the winner is in and loser goes home game on Delta Fox between heated rivals Dallas and Philadelphia. But before we roll the highlights, a disclaimer, I'm less than impartial on this one. The Eagles given new life when Chicago and Tampa Bay lost in the early games, and they get a big game out of Brian Dawkins. T.O. back in Philly, always interesting. Picking things up 2 minutes to go in the first half. Philly up 10-3. That's Donovan McNabb to Correll Buckholder on a 3rd and goal. 17-3 Eagles. Moments later, Tony Romo looking for Roy Williams. Those two not on the same page, maybe not even the same book. Sheldon Brown comes up with the easy interception. Romo bumming, his receivers complaining. And the Eagles capitalize on the mistake. McNabb play action down around the goal, lobbing it up for Brent Selleck. Eagles rolling 24-3. Wade Phillips feeling the heat. Owner Jeffrey Lurie, the Eagles owner, needs some work on that high five. Second half, the Eagles D puts this one to bed. Dawkins forcing the fumble out of the hands of Romo. The Eagles get a great bounce as the ball pops up into the hands of Chris Clemens, who's heading to the house with it. Tashard Choice with a final chance. That's L2 on the PlayStation controller. Clemens in for a touchdown. And just for some added fun, 75% of the world is covered in water. The rest by Brian Dawkins. There he is stripping Marion Barber. Yosilio Hansen picks it up. Nothing but daylight in front of him. He goes 96 yards for the score as the Eagles clinch the final wildcard spot in the NFC, mauling the Cowgirls 44-6. The final.